We grew up believing in a promise that if you worked hard, stayed honest, and kept faith in the system, things would work out. It wasn't naive optimism. It was a contract one that every generation before us had, in some way, benefited from. But somewhere between the debt, the rent hikes, the layoffs, and the endless side hustles, that promise quietly expired. We were told we were the most educated generation in history. Instead, we became the most overqualified for jobs that barely exist. We were told technology would connect us. Instead, it commodified our attention and monetized our loneliness. We were told to dream big, but the ladder we were told to climb was already burning. There's a kind of grief in realizing you've done everything right and still feel like you're falling behind. Millennials and Gen Z didn't just inherit debt and instability. We inherited disillusionment. Our parents' world was one of upward mobility. Ours is one of constant survival. And yet, every headline about us still drips with condescension. Lazy, entitled, addicted to our phones. But no one asks how much mental energy it takes to pretend the old rules still make sense. What we want isn't pity. We're not asking for handouts or nostalgia for some golden age that never existed. What we want is an apology. Not because we're angry children demanding attention, but because a society cannot heal until it admits the damage it's done. An apology means acknowledgment. It means saying, yes, we let greed outweigh stewardship. Yes, we told you to believe in systems we quietly abandoned ourselves. Yes, we left you a world that demands coping instead of living. Here's the thing. We don't just want to be apologized to. We want to be invited into rebuilding something functional, something sane. A world where housing isn't a speculative game, where education isn't a lifetime sentence, where mental health isn't treated as a luxury, and community isn't a nostalgic relic. We want stewardship, the idea that every generation owes care to the next and humility to the one before it. We don't need another speech about resilience. We've already proven we can endure. What we need is honesty, a willingness to stop pretending this is fine. Because we are not broken, we are simply responding to a broken system. The apology we're waiting for might never come. But maybe, if we learn to give it to each other, that's how something new begins.